Is this where I start talking? Okay. So I honestly, I think with school, and we've seen a little bit this morning that I'm a little bit addled. So please help me if I'm forgetting something, because I'm just a little
An
bit
excuse to
mentally.
talk will do.
Yes, thank you. Yes. Yes. All right. So, anyways, last week we had our party going out, and we were keen to be cutting the butts or the tails off of some wolves. And we followed the directions until we reached this desiccated dragon skull. And at the desiccated dragon skull, there was the cutest little butt you've ever seen. It was black and white and booty shaking, and it was like digging around the head of this like little dragon thing. And Ollie is the stealthiest motherfucker in the whole entire universe. And she was looking at that little booty, shako booty, and she was like, "Oh, okay, this seems actually like a pretty cool place." And he wasn't a wolf; he was something, but he was adorable. And so Ollie went around the head, and she saw something even more adorable, but not like adorable, but like adorable, like like that Harry Styles, "I could adore you. Just let me adore you," kind of thing. Whoa. Just like, I don't know, 8 foot tall, tattooed, husky, like bright steel, but darker and edgier. And he's just like hanging out in the dragon skull. And Ollie goes back to the team like, "Hey, everybody, be cool. Everybody be cool. There's like a really hot guy over there. I know this is like the place." And you was like, "I'm gonna not be cool." so you just pops in there. Everybody else follows. Sunny initiating with the handshakes, making friends, making memories, just doing his damn thing, which he's so good at. And we find out that these guys are chill as fuck, both of them. And they've also got some other homies. And the wolves that we were sent to kill, they're sentient. They can talk. And the fucking people at Blue Rock Lake, they know about it. Jackasses. And they're like, "Oh, yeah, we're just going to kill this poor river wolf while she screams in pain and anguish and fucking torture her friends because, we can't share a fucking water source." I don't know, Blue Rock Lake, looking less like a fucking beautiful oasis every day. Anyways. So that's all happening. And then this chick shows up. And she is a tabaxi. And she's like, "Solas, my master." And Solas is like, "Yes, I'm Solas." And she's like, "Oh, I tried to keep the team together." "Oh, not a tabaxi. I just got a little bit of an insight here. Not a tabaxi." What is she?
A shifter.
A shifter. Am I not a shifter?
You are a
No,
changeling,
you're a changeling.
which is
How have you forgotten what race you are?
I know I'm wondering if I'm both.
Both a verb and a separate race. Indeed.
Oh, dang.
Like werewolf light.
Oh, she seemed like really, really feline. Feline-esque.
They don't have to be wolves.
Okay. Oh, well, okay, yeah,
Like,
but
they
I'm
can
just.
be anything.
I get but is it like the same time constraints that like it has to be at a certain time that you shift, or can you shift at any time?
Will.
Oh, okay.
Day.
All right. Sorry. I'm very experienced. Where touched? Cool.
Well, we know what your next race is going to be.
Yeah. Where were you touched? Where touched? I don't know. It just seems weird. I know, yeah. It was going down a really bad path. Okay. Yeah.
Don't make us get the doll out.
So anyways. The wolves are all cool. It's all good. And we were headed back to Blue Rock Lake. Oh, wait. Oh, there was more with like the whole Dune and the Solas thing. But maybe Solas could talk about their past relationship, what brought us to this point, why Dune seems to have a massive crush on him. Boom. Moving on. So, we made it to... Oh, we didn't make it to Blue Rock Lake. We were stopped on the way by a very fashionably dressed, presumably still dragon-scaled, unless our treatment actually worked, Zaphod the Assassin. Zaphod the Assassin, who I was 90% sure that I had murdered in the sand.
I thought that was like a friend of that person, and that's why we were under attack. Because they didn't appreciate us not dying to him.
I think that was the legit Zaphod, because we're like, yeah.
The
really?
did refer to them as Zaphod quite a few times in the combat.
Yeah, and so wow. I went back to rewatch Assassins, because I'm like, dang, like I remember having like sort of this moment where we had killed Zaphod, and I had taken the sand and just like completely buried his head. Like we had buried him up to his neck, right? And we were talking about like, oh, do we leave him here? Then if he makes it, he's gonna hate us and hunt us down, and that's kind of a liability. So I stabbed a dagger into his neck, and then I pulled up the sand around and like covered his head.
Oh, he's a revenant.
Yeah.
Or he works for a person that can bring dead people back to life.
That was exactly it. That Lena. So friggin' Lena, she's like, oh, sorry, there. But we were like, okay, that's taken care of. And then Lena says, well, if that's his only life. Way back there in Assassins. And I think I remember just being like, oh, that's kind of a weird thing to say. Whatever. Right? I was very, like, last session, I'm like, what the frick is Zaphod doing back here? I guess we have to kill this guy again, right? And so anyway, so Zaphod shows up. Zaphod and, oh my goodness, T'Chowdhury. And God only knows the other one's name. Sorry. Salak. And so they show up.
That sounds like something you take to try and get rid of a sore throat.
Yeah.
Actually.
Anyways, they're all like, hey, you wanna like die? and Yu's like, I have no quarrel with you. For the right price, I could be on either side. Motherfucker. And what was it? That his payment would be proving his loyalty to Avalakrai or something? And Yu's like, I don't give a shit about that. I don't know who Avalakrai is. They're like, well, alright, we don't mind killing you with the others. You're part of their party. That was the job description. So Yu did not turn tables on us yet. We got down and dirty fighting, you know. It was oh man. Ollie was uncannily dodgy. It was awesome. Chowdhury is actually like a tough ass little fucker throwing all these elemental attacks at us, big area attacks. And then somebody, I'm not quite sure, was it Salak with the horn that summoned the murder dials? Hattori? It was terrifying. Oh man.
You say Ollie was unnaturally dodgy, but Ollie's always dodgy.
Oh, okay. I said uncannily, didn't I? Okay. Anyway. But yeah, so these murder lizards, these Hattori, these massive sand crocodiles, pop out of the river, just huge. And so it was a very intimidating battle from the get-go. Solas nearly died. We almost lost him. It was so close. Very close. Mm-hmm. But luckily he made it.
I like how you say that, like, suspiciously. I'm more than happy to let you die if that was his fate.
Oh no, I didn't say that suspiciously. I just said it in sort of like a use a real dick, and maybe Bailey could make a new character.
You go to your way to kill you. I'm gonna make an even worse character.
Oh,
like
don't tempt me. That sounds like a brilliant idea.
Please.
You is dying.
See, yeah, it is gonna be like and it's going to be like I'm going to purposefully just multi-class into every single class that I can to be as useless as I can and be chaotic evil.
His name is the what? The. Why are you stuttering? No, the.
Yorkshire, otherwise he'd beat Tocyrn.
Oh, jeez. King Tut in common. But so anyways, so we freaking sliced and literally diced those Hattori at the end. We harvested a lot of meat off of them. Luckily we had him back up and running because he shot. Was it you that shot the arrow? No, it was Arazid. Was it Arazid that killed Zaphod?
It wasn't me. It was probably Arazid.
Yeah, I'm guessing.
Ollie.
Oh yes, I was playing two characters.
I thought I killed the Hattori.
Oh, I just scrolled up and you did the last blow of someone's.
No, you didn't kill anyone.
Oh man.
Oh, I got confused with my own
Zaphod
character.
Twice and I missed it. I'm so sad. Oh my gosh. There's no way I can find my last session notes amongst all of this. Yeah, I'm looking at a lot of chemical bonds here. I
successfully managed to play a second character at the same time, exactly as they would have been played by the actual person.
Yeah,
namely,
really
forgot
good.
half the abilities, forgot half of what they could do, and then failed to hit anything.
No, Arazid definitely hit a couple of things.
You definitely hit a couple of things.
I feel disrespected in my own house. I'm just eating my applesauce.
Oh, so cute. So anyways, one of us killed Zaphod. Who's to say if Ollie did it twice? Oh my gosh, he didn't see that coming when he came up on the party. Whoa. Bringer of death over here. Anyways, so then after Zaphod was down, the Hattori weren't doing so hot. Chowdhury and Salak were like, oh, let's peace out of here. Back to Abalakre to report on our failures. So they're probably dead by now.
They also cast a 7th level spell.
Oh, yeah. You guys had mentioned that. You people who know more than me. You're like, oh, that's a concern.
I think it was the magic horn that
you people who have made it past level 5 before this campaign.
I think I've been up to 8 before.
Oh man, I think we got to level 5 with like Tackling and Harmony and that Scribble campaign, right?
Was that before
I think so.
The fantasy nuclear war happened?
Yeah.
It was all during a fantasy nuclear war, if I seem to remember.
Yeah, you guys.
Which is a very cool concept. But yeah, we harvested a lot of meat. We dragged that meat, or some of us carried it. Oh yeah,
and then we remembered who it was that was attacking us.
Is that when we remember?
I think, yeah.
I think it took most of us most of the combat to go, oh, that's who that was!
Really? I mean, like, to Chowdhury, I'm like, good thing we didn't go meet him in Navan, right? And Zaphod, Zaphod, that's such a name. You're like, oh, that's instantly recognizable. And Avalakre, of course, they were working for her from the beginning.
Next time that person turns up, the first words out of her mouth need to be, who are you again?
And what new outfits have you brought us? Oh yeah, you has a new hat with an arrow through it.
That was it! Arazid killed the guy with the fancy hat!
Oh, yeah.
That makes sense, right? Okay,
Congrats,
so
Arazid. You gave you a new hat.
Thanks.
If
Cool.
anything, Zaphod even more didn't see that he would first be killed by the rogue and then by the gnome. Oh, that guy. He's like, I've been training for years in the assassin camps. Only to be brought down by basically David in a Goliath situation. But anyway, so we got the meat back to Blue Rock Lake. We met up with the mayor and the adorable Pierre. We made some gold. And then we headed back to the home of our buddy, our host, our longtime friend, whose name is Trim?
Trimtrist.
Okay, for some reason his name was really escaping me. Okay. And we're just sleeping off the night. And I think we're all really hoping that Trim is not going to be talking wolf racist in the morning. Sorry that was such a long recap.
It's fine, it allowed me to edit the thing I put in the Discord.
Which was fantastic.
Super fantastic.
You slept in Trim's house. Welcome to the map of his house, by the way. Here's the bedrooms. Bed rolls, I mean. The only two that I thought of a specific owner for is the smaller one is for the smallest member, and the most furthest away one is for the member who doesn't trust anyone.
I'm gonna put myself right here.
Yeah, apart from that, go ham. You slept in his house without Trim tonight because he spent most of the night working very hard to help the Mayor Olrock separate and hang up meat for drying.
Oh, that just can't be a fun job.
You're right there, Sunny.
Sunny slept out. I do remember Sunny slept outside.
Right, fair enough.
Couldn't make it in. Too tired.
Fair enough. Speaking of too tired, Sunny, you are therefore the first to see Trim trudging back to his house in the early morning. He is looking incredibly tired. He has got lumps of dried blood splattering all up his clothes.
Oof.
He waves at you in a very kind of sluggish manner as he walks back inside, and you can just hear the sound of him immediately collapsing on a chair.
That was a loud collapse.
It was. It wakes up the rest of you as well.
Times like this, I wish clerics could get prestidigitation.
Good morning, Arazid. Good morning, Solas.
Hi.
Hello.
Holy shit, Trim, you look like you killed somebody. Oh, let's get you some food, buddy. I'm gonna get some soup going for Trim. Heat it up.
There's a lot of that.
Oh, here you are, pal. Is anybody else hungry? Yes. Sunny! Sunny, are you hungry?
Sunny starts munching on banana rations.
Oh, okay. I was offering to make you some breakfast, but that's okay.
Oh, good
You look like you had a long night.
I don't think I want to see me again for the rest of the week.
I'm sorry, I put a little in the soup. But it'll make it more savory.
Okay.
After this, it's Fig City.
So when you guys went to Trim's house, you did notice that you went his own way and had different intentions with the first part of his evening. He didn't come back for quite a while, but you all were able to see him attempting later on in the night when you were all asleep, attempting to sneak in past everyone and to his own bedroll.
I think it was less of a sneak, more of he didn't care.
Yeah. Fair enough. He would be perhaps somewhat attempting to not wake anyone, but not actively trying to be particularly quiet.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. So you guys are aware that he was out for quite a few hours and then snuck back in, and apparently is having a little lie-in.
So did a lot of you notice you came in a bit late last night?
Yeah. Oh, he's so fucking stinky. Like, as soon as he walked in, it woke me up, and then I had to deal with his stench for the rest of the night. Ugh. Can somebody talk to him about taking a bath? Also, Trim, you might want to take a bath.
Well, so he wasn't doing anything to stab us in the back, because he did say that if he got the chance he would. So, was that just to me? Might have been just to me. Who knows? But either way, he's not entirely straight with us. I can imagine that. I doubt he's entirely straight in general. But it's a bit concerning, I'd say.
Yeah, he's a bit of an asshole.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he's one of us. And, you know, you guys kind of made me a little bit less of an asshole, maybe.
So, out of character, is this the part where we're plotting to kill a party member?
No. We know if we do that he'll come back as something worse.
How is that a bad thing?
We have different opinions on this. But yeah,
It's
Trim
like
buddy.
a dad joke. If you try and put it down, they just come up with a better one.
Oh, I feel like good. But Trim buddy, you should really get to sleep. You look like you're gonna pass out.
I think you're right. Thank you for the soup, my dear. Oh, I just need to get... He squeaks out of his chair. I think I just need to get a solid, quick 6-hour nap in.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, you got it.
I hope you have a good day, everyone.
Oh, I hope you have a good sleep, buddy.
I can't tell if that yawn is in character or improvised to be in character.
In character.
Oh, good in character, yeah.
You
That's a really good yawn.
You see Trim kind of zombie walking and like walks directly up to his bed. He falls straight on the bed, and then you can hear. It's very hard to sleep with that next to you.
I know that snort.
That's about this point when he wakes up. Just sighs and walks out.
Oh, good morning.
The handsome prince awakens. It's like a fairy tale.
Rubs his head a bit, like at the temples. I was off a bit, laying groundwork for something that we're doing.
Oh yeah? What kind of groundwork?
I spoke to the guard captain.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they're apparently going to come talk to me again today, sometime. I don't know. I've used Kanda as a front name. So, they don't know my actual name. So if anybody just shows up and starts calling me Kanda, just play along with it.
Okay, great. Yeah. Okay, so
Okay, you is Kanda.
Yes, I'm also you. You is my given name. Kanda is a family name. I go by Kanda in most situations that I don't want to be giving my given name.
So, you is Kanda.
Yes.
Can I roll insight to see if Sunny gets the joke?
I would allow that, but I'm not sure I see the joke myself.
I know.
I'm hoping Sunny getting it will help me.
You kinda gay?
Well,
I don't hear a denial, so.
You kinda an ass.
I didn't see these lines of jokes. Not gonna lie.
That's the thing that happens is that. You have some.
And you kinda dumb.
You kinda enjoy your breakfast.
Man, whenever you don't say something out loud, once that you're told it.
It's really shameful because Bailey wasn't the one that came up with that surname, I was. So once again...
You kinda stepped in it now.
Yeah.
There is no egg on both of our faces because I came up with you.
This is balls all over again. What do you guys do with your morning?
okay. So how exactly are you going to handle this situation we're in? Because it's kind of a shithole we're in currently. Like, it's 3 different directions we're being attacked from. Some literally, some not. And it's not good. I'm sorry, Sally, I'm bad at talking. Any ideas to how we sort this shit out at all?
Well, it sounds like, we got a lot of stuff to do here, right? We've got the Eastern issue that thank you, has made some progress on. And then we've also got, the issue with the wolves and that cute little badger buddy.
Yeah, I told the mayor that we would meet with him to discuss it this morning.
Oh, okay. What time this morning? Like now?
We can go probably anytime. Worst case, we can wake up the mayor. I don't know how long he was up last night. I didn't swing by the square at all after I left the barracks.
Oh, yeah. I guess he would have been working a long time with Trim on that meat.
That's if he didn't just get Trim to do it and went to bed. Because that's what I would have done.
Well,
You kind of an asshole.
Yes.
you kind of an asshole. But the mayor seems like such a nice guy, you know, always sweeping. And it's hard for me to believe. But we could swing by, see if he's awake.
Could be an idea.
Okay. So you leave the house?
Yeah.
Okay.
When you walk outside, you see 3 figures walking towards you across this river area.
Oh no.
Oh, fuck.
We just woke
gonna...
up. We don't need to fight more assassins.
Oh, good morning, sir.
Oh no.
He kind of walks up.
Oh, good. They're not assassins. That's so much better.
Ollie's gonna duck under, like, into her cloak pretty deep and change into Shang Ollie, you know, just kind of the hidden method.
I apologize, I didn't realize he would be coming so early. He kind of salutes him.
I wasn't intending on coming so early. But then I heard of a group who had brought a very large amount of meat to the city. And I thought it was my responsibility to come and see them and thank them for their civic pride.
He kind of nods. Yes, this is the group, sir. I've traveled with them, however, as I told you, I am looking for more steady income than, adventuring.
Excuse me. I was out of character. Yes. Excuse me. He walks past you and begins to look at the others. And you are my latest recruit's friends. Now tell me, exactly what part did you all have in the killing of these animals?
Well, I mean, they more killed us first, but it was sort of like, well, it was necessity. Because we'd fucking die if we didn't. That's the.
They tried to eat us and we hit them until they stopped moving.
Yeah, some assassin asshole summoned them from beneath ground or like water or some shit. I don't know. I wasn't watching. I was fighting one of them.
Yes, that does sound quite expected.
But yeah, we killed beasts, the rest, and one of the assassin guys. And we brought the meat here. Don't ask if any of it was from the assassin. You don't need to know that.
Meat is meat.
Exactly.
I know Kanda, but I do not know your names. That was an invitation for you to tell me them.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hi, I'm Sunny.
Well met. I am Islam.
So we're going first names, full names, last names?
I don't care.
Okay, well it's Solas either way, so.
Solas.
You kinda Solas.
Wait, is it Solas either way, as in we now know Solas's last name? Either way.
God.
Shang.
Well met. Shang. Solas. Sunny. And what manner of S does your name begin with, little one?
I'm gonna assume that's me. It doesn't begin with an S, but my name is Zalfax, Ironstrike, Tocyrn, Arazid, Folkor.
Well then.
But people call me Arazid.
Folkor. I have not seen one around these parts for quite a while, but I have heard of your family's prowess in Naglamund.
I promise we're not all assholes.
I would be disturbed if you weren't. Assholes or not, you have done a great service to this city last night.
Thanks.
As a result, I came to thank you and you, Kanda. Your application has been accepted. Report to the barracks tomorrow.
Yes, sir. You salutes.
Enjoy your last day of freedom.
I look forward to serving, sir. And just kind of nods.
Zalfax, Sunny, Solas, Shang, Kanda. He sweeps his cloak behind him and begins to walk away.
Fuck you too.
Motherfucker. Oh, he thinks he's so fucking bad memorizing all of our names in half a second. Oh.
I doubt he's going to remember them.
One of Sunny's names.
Oh, I hope he doesn't remember names. Must be just so funny next time we see him, and maybe kick his teeth in. Who knows? Be into weird situations.
Okay, we're gonna
So, does this mean we're in favor of the having attack the guard barracks plan?
I think this is more of the I'm joining the guard and going to be around town doing guard stuff. And then eventually, apparently he likes his drink. We'll get him in the bar, get him right drunk, and then we can figure out how we're going to deal with him.
I mean, you could, like, just...
Then that gold is mine.
Like, you know the pits in the bar? Just have, like, fight with him being wasted drunk. That is, like, a guaranteed win for any of us.
I wish I could agree.
Come on, you're good.
Oh, thanks, buddy. I need to hear that.
I always thought she was more of a chaotic neutral myself.
I think you got that pegged.
Either way, I'm not sure if I'll be able to communicate freely through speech as easily. Worst case, we should set up a location today that I can leave notes for the group of you to communicate progress and everything. Can any of you write? I know people can read, but can anybody write?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good. We now have a
Not
good form of communication. Okay, that's going to be a problem. I speak Common and another language that isn't very well known around the place.
Which
I
one?
can write in Common.
It's a language. We'll leave it at that.
Is it the bright one or the Bernie one?
Is it that scary one you sometimes say at night when you're asleep?
I don't think I speak in my sleep, if anything.
Oh, you talk a lot in your sleep. It's all, Joseph. No, we can't. Your wife. Joseph, no.
Roll a deception check, please, Ollie.
I don't think my insight check is going to beat that.
You can give it a what the fuck?
Whoops. I forgot to do that publicly. Whoops, because I sent...
Oh.
Well, that was very good.
Oh,
I mean, even
so
if I rolled a
close.
nat 20, I wouldn't have beat it, because I only have a +7.
Yeah, but you would have nat 20'd it, which cancels out.
Yeah.
Probably.
Oh.
You feel like you haven't had these dreams, but this is like a recurring theme that's been happening a lot lately, so your normally quite solid core of self-assurance seems a bit shaken. You're actually not entirely sure if you've been having gay dreams about Joseph or not. That's a sentence I really didn't think I'd be saying today.
Tis the life of a DM.
Yes, my dreams are typically not of others; they're of my failures.
Wow, that's sad.
Yeah.
Enough about me, and you just kind of like trudges off.
Yes, let's not talk about you. Let's talk about you. No, wait, that came out wrong. I'm not going to try and get it right.
And so you kind of like crosses the stream or whatever. He just kind of looks back. I'm going to the mayor's place. You can meet me there if you want.
Do you have anything
Yeah.
to do?
Let's enjoy your last day of freedom.
You can just
Strat.
Yeah, let's go. And it's freaking confusing.
As you
Changing between
notice
Shang and Ollie all the time.
this square, he is surrounded by. No, I'm not going to say it like that. He is surrounded by hanging strips of meat everywhere.
Nice.
he just keeps moving through.
There's just, there's lots of lines that are being drawn up between the various houses around the square.
Meat gardens.
That was close to the word I was going to use, yes.
So it's like the Hanging Gardens, but meatier.
Right. They look more like curtains. Everywhere. Just all around the square. It smells a little bit.
You're not helping yourself here.
Yeah. Olrock is
I just caught on.
just hanging up like the last one. He's just like
So
placing.
it's like every other sandy village. They're just hanging curtains all over the place, but in this case, they're all made of meat.
Yes.
Ugh.
They're all set out to dry in a perfectly innocent fashion. Olrock places the last strip over a piece of string on this side and waves as Kanda and the others storm past.
Oh, he's actually there.
Yeah.
Whoops. Reverse. Mr. Mayor, I was hoping that we could have that meeting.
Good.
If you're not too busy or too fatigued.
No, it is a good and blessed morning. I had a little nap whilst Twim was twimming all of the meat, and I am reinvigorated, ready to begin.
Alright, so, like I said, meeting?
Ah, yes, meeting. God, it's been a long night though. Please, follow me. And he takes
Ollie-
you inside.
Is gonna switch back to regular Ollie underneath the cover of hoodness. Come on, Arazid, I need you.
Takes you up to
I'm a coming.
a rooftop area with a couple of plants scattered on it and quite a few sofas and like fabric, like sunshades set out. This seems to be a lounge area. Now, meeting. How can I help you?
Yeah, those, wolves that are out in the desert, we ran into them on, Turns out that it's not just some wolves, there are a bunch of sentients out there, and these people here, and he kind of points towards the other four, don't want to kill them, so you're either going to need to increase the reward until they will kill them, or we need to find a happy medium. There's the options.
Oh, so you did not bring back their tails.
They were friendly.
No, because they refuse to kill them, because they're sentient. I don't have an issue with it, but I don't think I can really kill the people that I came here with.
I mean, you willing? I mean, I'm perfectly always open for you to give it a try, but
What a perfectly wonderful and romantic attitude.
romantic? Really? Okay. Teach her anyways.
I didn't know you felt that way.
In the old sense
Did
of
this
the
guy
word.
just roll a nat 20 on insight on Solas?
What?
Romance? Dune?
Whatever.
It is just that you must all have such old souls that just value the beauty that friendships and other relationships can bring. If you are so unwilling to kill that which does not harm you, it is beautiful.
No, I think you misunderstand. Maybe one-on-one I could take every one of them individually,
I'm not
but
talking to you.
4v1?
I am talking about the fact that these beautiful people would not kill other sentient creatures despite being paid to. Wonderful
Oh.
of you.
Well, I mean,
Oh, okay, yeah. You can shed your tears for them. I'm the dick that wanted to kill them all. So
oh, now you have common sense. Amazing.
a job's a job, money's money. Doesn't matter how you get it.
You have money and shit when you're out in the desert dying.
Yes, but it can make sure that you're in a city, cool, and dying more slowly.
That's boring.
There is something to be said about the simple life of wandering in the desert, but there is much more to be said about the vibrant beauty that you find in the towns.
I wouldn't say vibrant, but more like sand, but sure. Either way,
Well-trodden sand.
And
True.
there is plenty of this beautiful blue pigments that grows in these hills as well. Is that not beautiful? Is that not vibrant? I found love in this town long ago. Is that not beautiful?
Probably.
well, to me, the town is what the people are, and well, from what we've learned, people around here aren't as nice as we thought they were initially. I'll bring it straight to you. The wolf people we talked to, they were, they had their reasons for attacking. And that's apparently because the people here instigated the fight. Any comments?
I had heard something about a wolf. I was down at this farm nearby. He gestures to this building area over here. Yeah, I'm aware of the weird looking field, Sumi. I was not present at the time, but the corporal told me that it was a wolf. Are you saying that was not the case?
It was a wolf, but it was a smart wolf, and she apparently did a lot of the begging for the life while they were doing the killing.
What we were told, well, put it simply, these lot are a group of people that are both man and beast. They are able to transition between either or. However, not fully each way, as far as I'm aware. what was mistaken for a wolf, which may very well have been a wolf at the time, was a person in the guise of a wolf. And apparently they were a bit not too happy about being killed on the spot, which I think normally people would be.
Understandably so, yeah.
I can understand that, yes. That is awful. I cannot believe that Zon would lie to me like this. He begins sobbing quietly into his massive hands.
Oh, Ollie loves him. Ollie's just gonna wrap her one arm around him and just give him a couple pats.
Both of your arms are not enough to circle anything but one of his biceps.
Okay, I'm gonna just be a little bit down from the armpit.
Smart.
Behind and up.
Your whole body kind of shifts around as his his arm moves with the movements of his sobbing.
Mm-hmm.
Would she not? I don't know exactly how changelings work, but is it possible she could take the mass of the legs and apply it to the arms to get bigger hug?
Yeah, I'm not doing anything like that right now, right? Because I don't. There was a comment about people in this town not liking people who change. So no, I'm not going to do that. But if everybody wants to get in on a big old group hug,
yes,
crying Goliath.
Arazid's capitalizing on that monopoly. He's swerving in.
Oh, just going for
sort
a round.
Move over here, thump, and get it.
You moves away as he sees this pile starting.
Hey, I've seen that film. It was shit. It was brilliant.
Olrock looks up from his hands. About a pint of water seems to fall out of his cupped palms. Oh, you are all so wonderful. I am so happy to have been a part of this town when you have come here.
So, out of character, I think we just figured out why this place has a water supply.
He is the water orb.
Who knew you could get seawater out in this desert?
You don't know what the sea is, but you know what seawater is.
Exactly.
They call it seawater because it comes from his eyes. Boom.
Hey! I heavily appreciate your efforts to cheer me up. But I am a loss at what to do now. You are telling me that the captain of the guard, he has been murdering sentients.
Potentially. Whether it be intentional or not, he has been.
Wait, wasn't this captain just assigned here, though? Was it not the previous captain that did this? When was this, actually? I don't think we got that figured out when this event happened.
Well, I mean, they started attacking because of this event. So, and as far as I'm aware, the curses have been going on for no more than a few days to a week. So...
It is a fairly new problem. I thought they were only wolves, hence why the reward was so low.
So what you're saying is that the reward's going up, we can bring back heads and get paid better.
Shame on you, sir! There must be another solution.
Shame on you. Yeah, I'm just gonna pat his back even more.
Oh, I don't know. What do they want? The water?
No, they don't even want to come into the town. They just want access to the river.
I have a short-term solution.
What's that, son?
Cast silence on you.
I thought you were saying that to me.
I mean, didn't you guys do that once? Cast silence on Arno?
Yeah,
Ollie.
Definitely did happen once.
Probably.
On Ani.
Oh, Noffy.
Leave me alone.
We offered the Ollie.
I only got up at like 12:30.
We offered the Ollie of the Oni.
Anyway, well, if what you say is true, that this wolf person was begging for her life in speech, then this one would have known full well what she was and killed her anyway. That is horrible to imagine.
Awful.
Yeah, people from that city not nice people.
Yes.
Jairus, he means.
I
Yeah.
know what city
That
you
one.
mean. I spend every single day of my life struggling with the control from it.
Well, we were imprisoned there once. Technically still slaves to the city, but we ran out, so... It was fun. Anyway, that's weeks ago.
Oh, do you guys happen to know there's a reward on your head?
Oh, probably.
What?
Interesting.
Oh, it doesn't seem like the right place to
No,
talk about it.
rewards, but I will say that this is probably not
Well-
the safest place.
Can I?
No, I'm just saying this because the captain guy just seen all your faces. This could get ugly if you guys stay.
You say
I've got
ugly, I say
I've-
fun.
Yeah, I agree on fun, but I've got a technical question. Or a mechanical question. If banishment is cast on someone that is from another place, they don't come back to this place after a set amount of time. Does this mean if I cast banishment on you, he just won't come back from hell because that's where he came from?
I mean, some people could see this land as hell.
Well,
It's
no
all a
comment.
matter of perspective. But anyways, so it seems like you've got a real problem with this. What was this? Esorn? Was it? Sounds like Esorn. It's a bit of a thorn in your side, in the side of this beautiful community that you care so much about,
It's
where you're
such a
raising your
beautiful
child.
community.
It's a beautiful place. It's a beautiful place. You know, you need someone who's good to, be in charge of the law here. This Esorn, he might be tough. He might have all these credentials from Jairus. Is he really the right fit for Blue Rock Lake? Really?
I feel like you are leading up to a suggestion that I cannot give you. You are under the impression that I am the final law in this city.
Nope.
Good. I hope that's where that was not going.
Not anymore.
And so if I remember reading about this place, aren't you subservient to Dross? Like they can just cut off the water at any time, so you can't make them angry.
Exactly.
But are you saying that you might just turn a blind eye if things get ugly? Because at the end of the day, you're not the law here.
I am essentially a glorified figurehead.
Right. So, like I said, you'll turn a blind eye if something were to happen.
I have so far, haven't I?
Good. Alright, I think the plan's gonna work. You kind of just then sits down, kicks up his feet, and starts lounging on one of the couches. Last day of freedom for a while.
Plan? If chaos is what you have woken up and chosen today, again, I turn a blind eye to this, but you might want to ask some particular people in town about the resistance. Not that I know about it, of course.
That makes perfect
Question.
sense.
Well, thank you so much, Olrak. You are really a beautiful soul.
Do you happen to not
And a great
know
mayor.
who would be, like, not part of this thing that doesn't exist?
I wouldn't know that. And of course I wouldn't be able to tell you that I know the farmers are in on it. I believe one of the twins is in on it. Some of the guards are in on it. Not that there is anything to be in on, of course.
Of course not, of course not. But by the way, starting tomorrow I'm a guard, so
Ah, wonderful. We will have one more guard that is in on the thing that does not exist.
yes.
I know that some of those who work with the Lapis in the city, they are in on it as well. But I am not sure whom. This was not told to me by Piri.
Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, we it's been great talking to you in hypotheticals and all this, sharing the folklore of the land, but maybe we should be on our way, and we'll do our best to help the town of Blue Rock Lake any way we can. If you need us, call us. We are good friends with Trim. He'll probably know where we are, at a given time. And so yeah, we're here for you, Olrak. We really like you.
You are all so wonderful.
Especially Arazid.
I am sorry that an old man like me cannot be of proper help to you.
Oh, gosh. You're not even old, are you? I mean, you look so spry. You are working all night. You're always sweeping. You are holding these sands at bay all your damn self.
My grandmother always says that if you do not use it, you lose it.
Well, you are going to be sweeping with these big arms of power. I'm going to slap a bicep if I can reach it. Maybe a tricep. Oh yeah, you're not losing these anytime soon, are you? No.
But my
You always
reason
sound like
is
someone's
very
grandma.
long.
And you're raising a good kid too.
They're okay.
Yeah, they're gonna be all right.
They have non-orcish blood in, which I think will help them live a longer life.
Oh yeah. So your wife, your lady, that doll that charmed you down from the stars, not an orc, huh?
He kind of he looks down at himself. I am the orc.
I know, but she's. So what was your wife? Or is?
She was beautiful.
Where is your wife? Mm-hmm.
She died many years ago.
Oh no. No, her name was Zaid. She ran away to be with Thirsty Jesus and faked her own death.
That would be fucked up.
That'd be fucked up. Still keeps in contact with her kid.
Her name, her name was like bright water on my tongue. It was like waking up with a full belly. Her name was Jasmine.
Oh, okay.
Pretty
It's a
name.
beautiful name.
She is buried now, up near that statue. She always did like it.
Oh.
Now, I confess that you have sent me into a bit of a memory spiral.
Oh gosh. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I know how that can be. I really do. Is there anything we can do to help, or should we get on our way? Give you some space.
Yes, leave me with my memories.
Okay. Oh gosh. All right.
Just pat
You
you
just
on the
kind of
arm.
pops up
Just that
off the
groan.
couch, and I was really enjoying that couch. I'm just gonna like make his way out.
Okay. Ollie's gonna exit last and change back into Shane before Shang before leaving.
This
the,
is a white
building.
Sona, Shane.
Shane has got like big lesbian name energy.
What's today? Friday? In game?
I believe so, yes. Yeah, it was
Alright.
Wednesday 2 days ago. Yeah, so it should be Friday.
You kind of looks about before kind of moving off to this area and towards this tree. What is there anything noteworthy about that tree?
Give me an H check, please.
It's the first time that I'm rolling that. That makes sense.
This is clearly the most unique and marvelous tree to have ever been born.
Perfect. You kind of like waves over the group, or tries to.
It's a tree. Good on
Yes. Yes, but this is where I'm going to be leaving messages if I can't come speak to you in person.
You has found a friend with about the same emotional range as he.
you.
I'll leave notes by this tree if I cannot speak with you in person.
All standing here, you guys can hear a gentle sniffing coming from above.
Okay.
Alright, now
Look
that we
up.
have decided that, I'm going to go enjoy my last day of freedom for the time being.
Wait, we can hear sniffing coming from the top of the tree.
Coming from just like above you, maybe a little bit more south.
Oh, that kind of sniffing.
As you walks away, he begins grumbling.
Normal you items.
You're kind of a bit of a grumbler.
What do you guys do with your day?
I don't know. I rely on you to tell us that.
Well, you has gone to the pub.
Okay. You know what? I think we should follow him if he's... As much as I appreciate him sometimes, he's not a good person. We need to make sure he's not doing stupid. Also because we have probably figure out some things if we talk to people there. I don't. Let's just go and have a drink.
We can ask one of the twins about the resistance.
But
Yeah, I
which
probably wouldn't.
twin?
Like I say, it's the
Oh my gosh!
It's
Oh my
the mean
gosh.
twin that's definitely the good one, because the good one is definitely hiding something.
You makes his way up to the bar and sits down.
Solas walks in, looks to the right a bit, and just goes, "Oh no."
That's why I said, oh my god.
Oh, that was hidden behind my character sheet. She's definitely part of the resistance. She wants to try tasting victory and comment on its flavor.
The strongest resistance is in her stomach girdle. Well, you get there first while the others are dithering. He walks into. Scroll up, Ollie.
Oh, it's the complete darkness.
Yeah, Ollie,
Oh
keep
my
going
God,
up and then
it's
go
my
right.
Just
There you go.
take your hands off your eyes.
Excuse me.
Everything's darkness. Open your eyes. Oh.
You sees Bismuth the ranger sitting at one of the tables, far too big and tall for him, legs kicking, dangling off the chair while he talks with one of the twins. And as you enter, you can hear.
Was that meant to be McGann doing...
Eating noises.
Right. For a minute, I thought you were gonna... No, yeah.
What do you guys do?
I try to remember if we had like formed a real friendship or not. For some reason I feel like I had talked her up in the form of tackling.
I think you did.
Definitely
I
did.
Did you?
Oh, I think I did.
I think it was how trustworthy.
What the hell with Huffle? Oh, but I can't. But they don't like.
No, I think it was tackling.
I think it was tackling. Yeah, I think it was.
I think you talked her up in the form of male and were like trying to get a bond going there, like dwarves in common.
I think that was it. I can't shapeshift into tackling right now. I'm wearing a friggin' fantastic ladylike outfit.
And also, she probably doesn't even remember us because
probably
she's not paying attention.
One track mind, yeah. All right. Okay. So, what should we do? Are we just gonna sit here and watch her devour it?
I don't know what I plan on doing. Maybe I thought I would get up the courage to be like, hi, do you remember me? But I also might try.
She'd probably eat you.
What?
You cut off after, but I also might.
Cry.
Should have guessed.
Has anyone else noticed that Makan is apparently eating a poker game?
Shh. You know
Probably
this is a map I
eat
found
you.
online.
The chips are down, I guess.
Nice.
Most people have the ace up the sleeve. She's got it halfway down the gullet.
And when she finally passes away from a massive coronary, hopefully you'll have the ace of spades. Yeah, that's more or less the only noise currently in this downstairs area of the tavern. There's some quiet murmuring from Bismuth and the twin.
Can I try and not listen in on them, but figure out what they're saying?
Considering that they were having a quiet convo, and then three people walk in their general direction and hang around, they stop their conversation. Rengar puts down the glass that they were polishing, straightens up and looks all at you, Sunny, and Solas. Good morning.
Sorry, out of character. Is this the nice one or the nasty one? Because I can't tell the difference.
Look at the picture, man.
Well, I would answer that question, but it kind of defeats the purpose of why I made a pair of identical twins.
Yeah, the thing is that could easily be a nice glance, or that could be a hard glare.
If I remember right, that's the token for the nice one.
I thought that was for the mean one.
I also thought that was the only one.
No, the mean one looks more regal and imperial.
Wait, by any chance, I
Yep.
was really hoping that the other one would have a green and orange eye instead of an orange and green eye.
Yeah. Artwork ain't perfect.
Yeah.
I've just flipped it, but I thought that would have been too boring.
Yeah, I don't want to walk in and have us see you've got the same token for two people.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah. Anyway, Rengar looks up and is like, "Good morning."
Hello.
Your sibling, where are they at? I prefer them. No offense.
They're in the back. Oi, Vanny! I told you not to call me that.
Sorry, you as a type.
Ah, you are all back, are you?
Yeah, and I much prefer to speak with you and have you serve me rather than your sibling.
God. Oh, I'm
get
sure
along
she's
much
gonna
much
fucking
better.
love that. Yeah. Oh, you're wasting her time from the work she was doing back there so that she can be the one to serve you. Oh, sorry, they can be the one to serve you. Wow, what a fucking gentleman. That is.
I thought they were
graced them with
he's.
their presence. Oh, they're
They are theys.
I thought they were
They,
brothers.
They are siblings.
No, I thought the gang were theys.
They
the
are
gang
also
leader
those.
is also a they.
The gang later is a
Town full of they
the other
thems.
thing is unknown.
They're
Yeah,
like,
There are
I
they're
specifically made a
literally-
point. I was like, this is the
Yeah.
highest
We ran into
concentration
all
of
three
they
I
of
don't think I
them.
have enough fireballs for this place.
No.
Yeah, there were literally 3 they thems in the town, and it just happened that you met all 3 in one go.
Alright,
First
alright.
session.
You looks towards Vengar, I believe it is.
Yes.
What do you have for breakfast?
Well, we have meat. We have meat. And then for the vegetarians amongst you, we have bread.
What if I take a meat and a bread?
Oh my god, the flirting. I can't handle it.
I understand perfectly. You don't want to be separated onto either one. No, I'm not gonna harangue, take hostage a conversation again.
Would you prefer a meat or a bun? Or both?
Yeah, meat and bread go together quite nicely.
Sorry.
How would
Did
you
you
like...
just-
Go ahead.
If you're asking you if he wants a meat or a bun, does that mean that you are respectively asking if he's a bottom or a top?
I was not. I'm really sorry, Bailey, but apparently it's canon now. It doesn't have to be canon
funniest
in
thing
Yu's
is-
head, but it's certainly canon
The
out loud.
funniest thing is that like he's never been in a relationship, nor has he had any talks like that.
So he hasn't
Everyone
All
just
these
had
things
decided.
go
Everyone
over his
just
head.
decided.
Wow.
I mean, to be fair, this is just an example of us going to Ollie's bullshit. The one time.
I can't wait to see how Howard Trustworthy will explain to you how she got in the position she's in. I can't wait for Howard Trustworthy to explain to anybody how she's suddenly pregnant.
Again.
Well, it's
And
just
married.
magic, you know, sweetie. You meet somebody nice, you have a fun night, it gets a little whoozy in the sheets, and next thing you know, your belly's popping out half a mile.
I love that voice so much.
I know. I know.
Oh, no, sweetie, I know. Vengar will nod at your breakfast order. How do you want your side of meat cooked? Your choices are...
Why is it so? I'm sorry.
How would you like your crocodile cooked? Your choices are barely, fairly, and too much.
Let's go with fairly.
Very well.
Kind of like something Gordon Ramsay would say.
Yeah, he is, he hates well done meat. But he also hates vegetarians. He's a bit of a cunt.
There
I've
was
been
actually a
watching so
rest.
much Hell's Kitchen lately.
Yeah, that's why you likes them.
There is literally a restaurant near where I live whose menu used to actively insult people who liked well done steaks.
Yeah.
The
I'm not a
steak for
fan
people
either.
that don't like steak.
Like, I am a big fan of a barely cooked steak. Like, my whole family is the walk it past a stove.
In my younger days, my preference of steak was burnt. Because by my reckoning, however you order a steak, it'll probably come out a level lower than what you order it. So if you order it burnt, you get well done.
That's my problem. I always order it rare and then I get given medium because apparently people don't know the difference. Stop making me
How the hell
hungry.
did you get that wrong?
I know.
I like a good medium rare. I like a
That
good
just means you
medium
cook
rare.
it for... You're asking it for it to come out basically uncooked and
Yeah.
then put it in fire.
Yeah! And then for some reason it comes out one step away from well done. Yeah, and honestly it's been years and I'm still angry about that. And then they gave me a look when I asked for the steak cooked how I asked for it cooked.
They're like, we can't make this process in reverse.
I have actually
What's done
had
is done.
I have actually asked for a steak once, and I could see the person behind the bar to their side very nearly drop the glass they were working with when I asked burnt on a ribeye. They actually spent several minutes trying to talk me down.
There's a lot
We
of,
settled on a medium.
Don't make me do that to a piece
I
of
always ask for medium
I'll make you
well
do
so
it.
people don't look at me and go, "What? You want well done?"
I have come down to a medium well since, but I like my meat cooked, not still mooing.
Oh,
I kept
okay.
looking at images of meat. You know how like fresh cut meat, if you pour salt over it, it starts to move?
Yeah! So cool.
What?
What?
The
I haven't heard.
salt basically like very minorly reinvigorates the nerves in or muscles,
sorry.
in meat
Oh,
and
I'm
causes it
vomiting.
to contract a little bit.
Gross.
The meat that Vengar brings back, on the other hand, is doing none of these things. It has been a couple of minutes. You are presented with a nice, crusty brown.
Oh my god, I'm looking at a video of the fucking thing right now. Like,
and
what
cooked
the
exactly
fuck?
to your specification.
Well,
Perfect.
I just went
perfect.
vegetarian.
Thank you.
Well, I just got bored being vegetarian.
Crocodile crawl. Alright.
So, Arazid, or Folkor, as I've heard, can you tell me what makes you such a great ranger, archer, all-around outdoorsman? I'd love to learn more. As I'm very manly, as you can see.
Arazid is trying really hard not to giggle. Like, not laugh. No, he's giggling like a little schoolgirl. And
I probably
just
do
kind of-
know more than you do, but I'll tell you as you tell me things.
okay.
So you tell me something you do, and then I'll tell you how I'm more that thing.
Okay, well, I like to buy my arrows instead of making them, because making them takes a lot of time.
Really? Because I like to make mine. I have a very fixed schedule where I do it apart while I'm doing other daily tasks. Where if I'm walking, I'm whittling, you know, Whittler's code. You can whittle while you work.
Sometimes I will refletch arrows that I buy if I don't find the fletching up to code.
Oh, I refuse to not fletch my own arrows. I use my arrows fletchless to shoot down the most beautiful bird so that I can rip the feathers from the bottoms and stuck them into my arrows.
There's an image.
I once used my own hair when I had nothing else. It's so feathery, it was perfect.
Very glad he was on the other side of this building and not hearing
How-
this.
How far can you shoot an arrow and hit your target?
How far can you shoot an arrow and hit your target?
I would say 180
Trick
feet.
question.
I would say 180 times 2 is 200.
300.
300 and...
Yeah, ask Arazid how far can he hit a target.
360 feet.
Ask Arazid if he can hit a target.
Bruh, you literally killed people as Arazid last week.
I've never missed a shot in my life.
You hit 100% of the shots you don't take.
They call me Shang Shooter.
So that's going on that side of the bar. You is presumably tucking into his breakfast. What are Sunny and Solas doing?
Recovering from the conversation I just didn't hear.
Solas is just wondering what the fuck they do now. And he's like halfway between just stay here and wait for the guard guy to come, if he does, and then, I don't know, enact plan A, B, whatever plan it is, or figure some shit out. Because, yeah, he's kind of like deep in thoughts, I guess would be the right way to put it.
Fair enough. Kind of just sitting there, thinking over the options ahead of them.
Yep.
Okay. Vengar kind of walks back to where they were, doing whatever they're doing behind that little nook. After a little while, Bismuth finishes up his food. He kind of slides and hops down onto the floor. Ooh. Oh, watcha! I didn't see you guys there. I was too busy in convo.
Oh, yes, hi. Sorry, I'm an idiot. I forgot your name.
It's Bismuth, love.
Right, that was it, sorry. There's a lot happened over the past day. God, it's been a day, hasn't it? Two.
Alright.
Whatever.
But I see you've sorted out me mate Trim very well. He is looking pretty prim and proper. Although he was pretty tired when I last saw him.
We're trying to figure out how to find somebody to talk to a thing that doesn't exist.
Ah.
We tried talking to the mayor, but he doesn't know anything about it, and then started crying.
Oh yeah, he does that. If you'll excuse me, I will just climb back onto this chair. There are many things that do not exist. Which thing in particular would you be curious about on this fine morning?
Not that I'm saying Sonny doesn't trust him because it's Sonny, but Sonny's been betrayed kind of a lot in the last month. Usually by you.
You has done nothing to Sonny yet.
Exactly. Repeatedly done nothing. A lot. Can I roll... Is it too early to roll insight? Are they trying to figure out if I know what I know because they're in on it, or are they trying to figure out if I know what I know so they can run to a guard captain, claim a fat reward?
Yeah, go ahead, roll me that insight.
Yar!
They are being a bit cagey, but as he talks a little bit more, you're realizing that this isn't because he is deceiving you, but it is because he is worried that you are deceiving him.
Well, he's in luck. Sonny's deception score is absolute shit.
So essentially, he seems to be quite honest.
Apparently there's a resistance movement that doesn't exist, that really doesn't like the local guards, which is fitting because we've already plotted to kill him like 3 times in the day we've been here.
Bismuth nods and lowers his voice.
Also, we think he might want to kill us. But most people we meet...
A person that is on doesn't want to kill. He's a bit picky choosy with his friends, and I ain't seen him choose none yet. Aye, there's a resistance. Sometimes it even meets at Trim's ass. Not that it exists, of course.
Don't wait. Sonny has met a lot of things that don't exist. Several of them tried to kill him.
Oh, did they succeed?
Sonny hopes not, because otherwise Sonny's going to have very awkward questions.
Well, you know, never one to judge. I mean, me mate Gilbert isn't exactly alive, but he's a pretty reasonable fella.
I've suddenly started to suspect that the individual Sonny's talking to isn't going to turn Sonny in, but also might not be... He's not going to turn Sonny in, but he's not part of the resistance. He's just completely nuts.
If that is the conclusion Sonny is making, I'm not going to.
No, that's the conclusion Sonny's player has come to.
Ah.
I'm going to charge Sonny in, or if this person is indeed absolutely completely bonkers, I am sure as hell charging Sonny in to see where this rabbit hole goes.
What is Yu's and Solas's reaction to overhearing all this?
He's just eating his breakfast.
Gonna do absolutely nothing with that information, I am sure.
Solas is kind of like half listening, half kind of still thinking on things. and so he doesn't really react in any major way.
And the ego measuring competition between Arazid and Shingoli. I would say Solly, but that's already taken. Jolly?
You know,
Jolly Chingoli?
I don't even find that I need to take a bath, really, because my natural oils just smell so good.
Ew, that's gross.
I can't get too close to a woman because they lose their minds with the intensity of my musk.
Ew.
Well, all of a
I don't
sudden,
want that problem. I don't want that one.
I think we've just discovered something about Ollie. She's literally driving herself crazy.
Yeah, I do drive the bitches wild. But it's not really a problem that I mind having. Because I could have, like, I don't know, I think that if I needed to, I could probably have, like, 20 girlfriends at a time. And none of them would have any idea. Because I'm also really smart. And I could take 4 of them to, like, I could have 4 of them here right now at Enter the Flagon. I'd have 1 at the bar. I'd have 1 in the bathroom waiting for me to come up. Yeah. I'd have 1 at that corner.
I don't think that sentence means what you think it means.
Yeah. And then I'd have 1 waiting for me outside. And I would just alternate and maybe get them to, like, move positions. And if I ever ran into the other, well, if I was with one and I ran into another one, then I would go, hey, this is my friend Tamara. Hey, Tamara, this is my friend Sindel. And then they would both be like, oh, I'm so self-conscious. He's got, like, this gorgeous girl is his friend. What's he doing with me? And they wouldn't even think. They wouldn't even think about it, right? I'm really good with women. Yeah.
Okay, I actually want to steal that monologue for, like, a theater production, for, like, a theater audition, because I really liked it.
Just as well this is all being recorded, feel free.
Shane always sounds worse than you.
Has no issues.
I have no issue. Very complimentary.
Now we just need to get it released accidentally on Twitter and wait for the flames to start. Then somebody to go, wait, that was said by she. What the fuck?
Pretending to be a he.
Exactly. Their minds will melt.
Exactly the kind of thing that Twitter thinks happens all the time.
Yes.
I was on Twitter and then I got death threats for being who I was, so I'm not on Twitter anymore.
Fuck Twitter.
That sounds about Twitter.
I'm not on any. Yeah, I'm not on any social medias because I'm not a social person.
Exactly. Yeah.
I have nothing interesting going on.
Me too. I know. It's like, yeah. Why would I?
Yeah.
Like, what?
I'm on Instagram just in case people want to contact me, and that's it now. Anyway, so Bismuth kind of like hops down and he waves at you two and is like, see you tonight!
Bye!
And then he toddles out of the door. Very shortly thereafter, Vengar will return. Will you be here most of the day? There is an event happening this evening.
Oh, what kind of event? Is it like the fighting event, or is it more that horrendous music?
Vengar draws a big smile over their lips. It is a fighting event.
I'll be here. I'm probably just gonna spend most of the day here. Last day of freedom and all.
Oh yes. your party. Tell me, which of them is the strongest?
You kind of like glances over towards like where Ollie and Arazid is, and looks back. It'd probably be between like myself, that one he points to Solas, and that one he points to Sunny.
I don't know how to take a thing from WhatsApp and put it in Discord, because there's a perfect freaking thing for people that are unsociable.
If you got both on the same device, you could just copy paste.
Yeah, it's not working, but... Oh, wait, what the fuck did I just do?
Really?
Don't worry, I'm just going to struggle with this.
Do any of you have, anything particularly interesting or special that you can whip out? Magic items.
I have something interesting or special. Like,
Oh,
That
stop
one,
peeking.
like he
I have
kind of
the most interesting and special thing that can be whipped out. Ask my 20 girlfriend.
Don't make me take Bailey into a separate voice chat.
you leans.
that was
leans
out of character,
in.
I swear. That was out of character.
You leans in, kind of dropping his voice as he kind of like nods towards Ollie. That one can
Shitting me.
can change shapes, and then he kind of like nods towards Solas. That one has magical abilities, same with that one, and I have it's not. I wouldn't consider. Some might consider what I can do magic, but it's more of a blessing.
Yeah, it worked.
A blessing?
That's what I've seen them do so far. I'm sorry?
A blessing? Where from?
You starts to speak, realize that he can't say what he wants to say, snaps his mouth shut, and just stares like at Vengar.
What is the problem? Not a
Performance
fan of your
issues?
meal?
No, meal is quite good. I'm just not the type of person that openly speaks about where my things come from.
I'm glad.
Especially not in this circumstance, and he kind of, he doesn't fully move. He kind of moves a hand from, like, both of his arms are kind of like resting on the counter. He kind of moves one hand kind of off of it, like resting on his lap, like closer to his sword.
Well, I'm glad that you have found someone that you were able to trust in.
I trust no one but myself.
It's true, he complete arsehole.
I'm gonna need you to roll me another constitution check, please, you.
Constitution save, or?
Yes, sorry. Save. This one feels a bit more secure. You feel a twinge of magic happening in your brain. There is something trying to change your memory. But you are able to block it.
You, like, gets up quickly, clattering the, like, chair to the ground as he, like, backs up, drawing his sword. Alright, which one of you is doing it?
Doing what?
Somebody's using magic to screw with me, and they're gonna pay.
That would be incredibly unbecoming of a member of this town, especially a patron in this bar.
I mean, to be fair, as much as I'd love to, I'm not that much of an asshole.
Pretty
But
sure.
it incriminates me a fair bit, but I don't give a shit. So,
Ollie's gonna puff up their chest. Seems to be a problem over here. What's going on?
You can't use magic, you're not a part of this.
Okay. Just here to lend you some moral support, my man. You look like you're a little bit upset.
someone's been using magic on me, and I'm going to find them, and they're going to pay.
Well, let's look at the suspects, my brother. We got this person here. This person who served you your food, I'm assuming.
Yes, but as you can clearly see, and he kind of like takes a step to the side, sword still clenched in his hand. I can clearly see them prepping it. They didn't put anything in there.
I mean, some ingredients are invisible, like love, which my mom put in everything she fed me.
Must have been nice.
That was simultaneously the stupidest and nicest thing I've ever heard.
Anyways, we don't know what that big lady in the corner is up to, do we?
I think I've seen her around Neglamund. Travels about and devours. I don't know anything else, but I highly doubt that a being that gluttonous can cast magic.
Maybe her favorite taste is the taste of secrets.
I believe that she was a little bit too preoccupied eating us out of... Well, let's just say I'm glad that we have extra food today.
Yeah.
Maybe we can check, like, upstairs and see if anyone upstairs is doing anything.
Yeah, let's check the pee hall. Yeah, and,
Wait
you
a second.
guys. What?
You had the meat, and so has she.
Gee.
The bread. Who makes the bread?
Rengar makes the bread.
You begin slowly moving towards here.
I'll back you up, brother.
Is there anything that Vengar is doing?
Whoops. Accidentally went to the wrong layer there.
Oh.
Rengar is cutting vegetables. Oh, hi. You know you're not
What
meant
did
to
you
be back
do
with me.
with... I don't care. What did you do with the
Hi.
bread?
Sonny's
very
just going to
beautiful,
spend
and
10
this is
minutes
probably
doing
gonna-
magic, hoy to cast detect magic. He's probably going to be a while.
10 minutes in a while.
Easily! It's you, he never shuts up.
Well, you shut up for a second here. Hi.
One sec, I'll get onto what's going on in the back room in a second. As you guys are walking in there, Vengar will walk up to the three of you that are left out here and is like, I have a suspicion that it may be the meat or the bread. You know that individual in the corner. If she spills her guts, we have our lead.
I would say leave it to me because we've talked to each other before, but I'm scared of her. I feel like she would pick me up like a big old sandwich and take a bite out of my brain.
A risk I thought of as well. I have always made my siblings serve her. Anyway, with that information, Vanguard walks away and then begins going back behind the bar. Back in the back room, Rengar puts down the vegetables they were chopping, looks up at you, it's like, this is us only area back here.
What did you do to that bread?
Oh, you want the recipe? Oh, thank you.
No, as in,
Yes.
there is something attempting to attack my brain with magic. I'm going to make them pay. So what did you do? And he kind of points the sword towards them. With that bread.
Hey. And no need to get so pushy with it. That smelled like some lovely bread, and yes, we would love to have the recipe, including any and if not all magical ingredients that you use. Oh, I have that effect on women. Don't worry. Or I'm not sure. I'm not sure if but you are very beautiful and attractive or handsome. Whatever adjective.
Is this a deception roll or a persuasion roll?
Is this a deduction roll? What's going on?
It's clearly a deception roll. We know that Ollie doesn't fuck.
I think they're hot. But anyways, yeah, we don't want anything to get, violent back here. We would prefer for everything to be really cool, really, because we're cool guys. This is me. My name's Shang. This is my friend. You. And you are here too.
Hasn't been 10 minutes yet.
It's been maybe a minute. I mean, I know that Ollie likes to go on, but not that much.
Oh my god.
I've got more bread over on that table there. You can have a look if you want.
Well, how about you have some, sweetheart? You've been working so hard. Why don't you take a bite? Treat yourself to a loaf, get a little jam up in there. Make a sandwich. I'm not telling you to make a sandwich.
Wrong. Get a loaf up in there, sweetheart.
I am suggesting that. Take a lunch break, We're here. There's nothing like socializing over a nice lunch.
Rengar rolls their eyes at the pair of you, walks over, grabs a loaf, makes eye contact with you, Kanda, and takes a massive bite out of the loaf. And they're chewing, they're like, shoo!
That looks really good.
You wait till they finish their bite.
They burp and swallow.
Ah.
Bit in the opposite
All
order,
right.
otherwise that would have been messy.
Yeah. Alright. What's your full name?
Rengar.
How much gold do you take in on a night?
Enough.
Exact numbers.
I don't know. Quite frankly, I wouldn't tell you. You barge in here.
Alright, it wasn't the bread. You like as soon as that happens, you just gonna sheathe the sword. Apologies. And just walks back out.
Rengar will very quickly
I don't really-
walk up to Sholly and just be like, look, I don't know who you are or who that guy is, but in future, if you would like to be welcome here, please keep your animals on leashes. Do
Oh,
not
I'm
appreciate
sorry, that's,
this level of anger and violence in my establishment.
I absolutely understand, and I apologize profusely. But I'm really glad that we got to have this lunch together, all the same. How are you feeling right now? Are you comfortable? Is my male presence intimidating you? I could back off a little if that would. I know these muscles and all of this. It can be a lot. It can be a lot.
I mean,
Alright.
there is a lot going on here, yes. Look,
I
think
know.
I'd like to get back to some loot practice. Excuse me.
Yeah, I know the tension. Yeah, the tension in those loop strings.
Yes.
Certainly.
La 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 la.
Oh, gorgeous voice.
La, la, la.
Oh, it's hard to walk away. When my ears are drawing me back.
Please leave.
Yeah, I'm going. Well, she's
Oh my
completely,
God.
or they are.
My voice is
completely
like
trustworthy.
gone, so whenever I laugh, it hurts a little bit.
Aw. I'm sorry that this is an average session in terms of laughter then.
Okay, has it been 10 minutes now with the amount of times Ollie had to go back and get told to fuck off?
It's been about
Only
5.
to make innuendos about getting bread into people.
Vengar looks
Oh,
at...
that wasn't enough time? Okay, I got another idea.
Oh, good. Vengar looks at you, returning with fire in his eyes, and they will say, "Well, did you find what you were looking for?"
I don't think it's the
Honestly,
bread.
more than I ever thought.
It seems your sibling was able to was able to resist questioning.
Yes, they are rather resistible.
I have to disagree.
I noticed that Arazid has moved up here. Is
Yeah.
Gonna need another Arazid.
there
Tempting danger.
Makan will be like, "Hey, I remember you."
You remember me? Wow, I remember you too. I wanted to come say hi.
Well, pull up a chair. Oh, sorry, let me just make some room. They like lift a couple of plates that were like stacked on one of the chairs and like put that back onto the precarious pile on the table. What's happening?
Hi.
How are you?
Not much. We're just passing through. How's the reviewing going?
Oh, well, you know, it comes and it goes. I critique to fill the empty void in my heart.
Is the food here good? Is anything like weird happening with it?
To tell you the truth, I honestly can't tell the difference. I just pretend I do.
This is great.
Oh, oh, I'm sorry. Does not sound very fulfilling.
At least I am filling, eh? Eh?
You don't seem very happy.
I'm not. I feel like I've eaten myself into this hole. And I can't get out because I'm so fat. Why am I telling you any of this?
I have a disarming presence. It's not your fault. It's because I look like a little goober, or so people say. If it helps, I kind of understand a little bit of that feeling of not being able to get yourself out of something because you're so deep in it.
Do you know how to cope?
Honestly, the best that I can do is surround myself with people who care about me.
Maybe I should try the same.
I think so too. I think you have a very nice personality, and I think you would make a lot of wonderful friends if you put your mind to it.
I have normally eaten my friends. Don't tell anyone
Sorry.
I said that. That wasn't. No, why did I say that?
What did she just say? Did she say that she's eaten all of her friends? Okay. I thought I missed it. Okay. Okay.
Like figuratively or like literally?
First one, then the other.
You had fun coming up with this backstory.
It's a harsh desert world out there.
It is a harsh world out there. You know, you're not the only one who is taking a bite out of something sentient. You know, we've all been there.
know what I struggle with.
Yeah, a little. I mean, I don't know if you're being super literal, but I'll just come out and say it. I've eaten people before, and I liked it. But that doesn't mean I just can keep eating people.
Sooner or later, the people run away and I can't catch up.
Oh, fuck, she meant figuratively. Okay. Let me rephrase this now.
Well, she said both, to be fair.
Well, whenever you see me, I'll be here to listen for sure. And you travel a lot, I travel a lot. We'll see each other again for sure. But you also spend a lot of time in taverns, you know? That's a great way to make friends.
Maybe I should start. She kind of like... She pushes the food away from her and just kind of rests. And you can see that while she's still open to be engaged with socially, there's like this tiredness that's coming through and this despair. Like, the kind of like, oh god, I've just made an epiphany and I've got to think on this for a while type look.
Do you want a hug?
Thank you.
Lots of hugging today.
I don't know what it was about you that made me spill all of those shameful things, but thank you for understanding.
It's not shameful to be struggling. Everyone struggles. I struggle daily. I mean, I can't even talk to people like a person does. I mean, I ramble and I stutter a lot, and my laugh is really high pitched, and people always think certain things about me that aren't true, and I get nervous, and talking is hard, and dealing with people is hard, and I can totally understand why you struggle with that, because I do too, every day. But you gotta keep fighting for it. Just because I make a fool out of myself in public once doesn't mean that I can just curl up and stop talking to people. I have to go out there and I have to make a fool out of myself again, because that's how I learn and that's how I grow.
You're right. You're right. Thank you, Arazid. I know what I have to do. Megan steps up and stumbles out of her chair. This is the first time you've seen her ambulatory. Excuse me.
I'm just thinking back to Henry's wedding, because McGann was there, right? Like eating at the table, and all that shit's going on, and she's just like, yeah, just eating a chicken wing.
Makan like rushes past all of you in that speed that only the truly large can get up to.
It's more momentum than.
Yeah. 10 minutes have passed.
Yay! And all it took was you being an ass, Ollie saying things that really needed some context, and Arazid discovering that, yes, you are
He's a motivational speaker.
And Arazid finding a love interest that then ran out on him through several tables and a wall.
It was more of like a slow edging past the tables, followed by a very quick dash.
Well, I mean, once speed was built up, I don't think anything could stop that.
I'm the juggernaut, bitch.
You kind of like moves a bit past, and then like yells across the tavern. Did that one say things that were probably best left unsaid?
So, is anything glowing? Is it the meat?
Yes. The meat is glowing with enchantment magic. You can see.
Oh,
I think if the range extends far enough, you could see the glow from like the meat on the table. If you were to go over there, yeah, I thought it might have been 30.
yeah. Don't worry, Sonny will do the rounds.
The half-eaten plate of meat still on the bar. Yeah, nice. I keep and you just automatically teleport to there on your screen, don't you?
Yeah, I get to see myself being put there, but I don't get to see myself travelling there.
It's quite satisfying. So yeah, you see on the leftovers there's like little glows of this magic on like the crumbs of meat that are left. The haunch that you was half eating is also glowing with the same magic.
Hey you! I got good news and bad news! Good news! I know what's causing the magic thingy! Bad news, you already killed it. So you don't get to kill it.
Wait. What?
It meat!
Wait. You just kind of like looks, like takes a few steps, looks out the window. Is all the meat out there also with the same thing, Sonny?
Give Sonny a minute. So Sonny's just gonna go out and walk around the meat curtains.
Once cast, how long does detect magic?
10 minutes.
Even oh, okay, nice. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it's got that same enchantment all on it. Thank you.
So I am now walking. So Sonny is now walking around glowing meat curtains.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a minute longer until Sonny comes back in, because just sit in the middle of this. It's wonderful.
Alright, well,
Glowing
without
curtains.
confirming that, I apologize for jumping to conclusions. I am just a very cautious person. You kind of like walks up to the bar, reaches into his bag, pulls out 4 gold, and sets it on the bar. I hope this covers both my meal and everything, and a bit extra for some compensation and whatnot.
Please just remember that next time we are an honest establishment.
Yes, I apologize again. Perhaps this could be an interesting selling point.
It is certainly an interesting side effect. I would say I've never heard of a creature whose body, I suppose, is enchanted with truth and forgetting magic.
Yeah, that is quite interesting, and but the thing about the event tonight, that was truthful. That wasn't me delusionally thinking anything.
No, that is happening.
Okay, good.
I believe several of the guards will be there. One of the sirens is gonna try their luck.
Interesting. And who are they fighting?
Oh, everyone.
Ah,
It's one of those free-for-all, last sentient standing deals.
is this like just going to knock out, or is this to kill?
To knockouts.
Okay.
The commander has explicitly forbade intentional killing in the things.
Is the commander taking part?
Hopefully. He's certainly coming to watch.
Interesting. And would you say that you're a part of something around here?
I am part of all things.
kind of nods and... Alright then. Perhaps this won't be my last day of freedom.
Perhaps.
I think somehow the magic of the food had some sort of effect on Nahan, and I don't know if it's bad or good yet.
I think it's really important that all of us, in some way, learn how to be honest with who we truly are. So, I think...
Oh, I hate
for
myself.
everybody.
It is... If we're being completely honest.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, we all hate you too.
Perfect.
That's just me speaking from my honest self.
No,
I'm just
I
a truth
definitely
teller.
feel that.
Sometimes people are offended by the truth.
Sometimes that's true.
I don't hate you.
You don't hate anyone, you sweet little chunk of sugar.
Well, I hate the person that hurt you,
Yeah, I will. Yeah. Well, that's fair.
and I hate my distant relatives.
Yeah, they are jerks. Yeah. Okay, that's true.
Do you need them taken care of? And if so, how much we talking?
Let's wait, but I definitely will get back to you on that.
Perfect.
I mean, in some ways, they've been taken care of emotionally for a time. They're probably licking those mental wounds.
Okay, I think this is a conversation that you are all having around me. So if you'll excuse me, I'm going to get back to work. Sorry, Ollie.
So, are we going to do anything else, or are we just going to wait around for a while?
I want to try this meat.
I don't recommend it.
Sunny's already eating a piece. He now has glowing mouth.
When he comes back in, he can't help but spilling all his secrets to whomever
So basically,
asks.
like normal.
The meat
Can
tastes.
you even tell a difference?
The meat tastes like it's kind of like half chicken, half beef. It's got a very interesting but tender texture to it. Okay, and as you guys swallow, I'm gonna need Arazid and Sunny to make me a Constitution saving throw.
That one. Well, it has one in it.
Waiting for my character sheet to scroll down. You know how it is with my computer. It's awful.
The 13, it sits right next to the 1 as well.
So, Arazid fails, Sunny passes. Sunny, you do not feel the strong and irresistible compulsion to speak your mind. Arazid,
So, now that we have...
aren't too
the
judgmental because we're hearing all the secrets.
Now that the two of you have eaten that, I think it might be a good time to get to know each other, you know? Perhaps this could be a team building exercise.
Sure.
Do you happen to know about any organizations that, you know, might not have been mentioned?
It's a very broad question. See, I think this is why nobody likes you. You just don't make sense when you talk.
Now, you said that you didn't hate me. Was that a lie?
No, it wasn't a lie. I don't really think you owe anyone anything, so I don't really think that you owe us kindness or anything. But that doesn't mean you aren't annoying. Like, I don't hate you. I'm more indifferent. I'm a little disappointed, maybe.
Understandable.
I'm loving the new Arazid. We need to keep this person on meat more.
Whenever I ran into you guys in Naglamund, How are you feeling on first impressions?
I typically try to not have first impressions of people because I'm either going to get incredibly disappointed or like I'm going to be like, oh, I underestimated that person. That makes me an asshole. And then I'll hate myself. And I don't want to hate myself over another person. That's stupid.
So one sec. So Ollie, Sunny, Solas, you guys are fully aware now of what effect this meat has on people. Are you guys just letting this ride out? This interrogation?
Probably. I'm kind of disappointed that Sully doesn't get to tell the absolute truth to everyone he meets.
I mean, you can just do that. You can just do that without eating meat. That's a thing you can do.
You're allowed to choose to fail a check if you so desire.
I'm kind of worried at how far I might go with it.
But yeah, I assume that Ollie and Solas, Ollie, you've said that, yeah, noises, that's fair. What about Solas? Does he react?
He's just watching and listening, and waiting for the point where he goes too far, just so he can stop him.
Alright.
How many turtles have you met?
Who's he asking?
Arazid.
Two.
Was one of
Technically, it
them...
was old enough you could count it as two.
Did one of them have like a weird accent at all?
Yeah.
Like the other one.
Yeah.
Everyone in this world has a weird accent.
Occasionally changes because the DM isn't a perfect voice actor.
Are you about to ask? Are you about to ask about leaves falling?
What?
I don't know. That went. Was it grass falling?
See.
The grass grows.
That thing.
Huh.
I don't think you knows about that, do you?
I don't know. Does he?
Kanda.
No, nobody's said anything to him.
And we're just gonna hang around here all day.
Good point. I think that is the plan. I mean, Trim's sleeping it off,
there's that
right?
thing going on tonight. I think that's gonna
There's
be
the event later. I don't know.
wonderful.
Well, what do you want to do, Arazid? I mean, we could go. We could do some target practice, outside, or other manly type activities. We could pick stuff up and we could talk about how heavy they are.
So, you kind of like leans in a bit closer towards like Arazid. Do you actually like that one, or do you just put up with it?
Which one?
Meanwhile, Ollie is,
he kind of like nods
trying to pick
towards
up
Ollie.
Arazid laughs
Ollie
a little
is
bit.
currently
And
wrapping her arms around Sunny's leg and is just trying to hoist him up. Yeah, Sunny.
Arazid kind of like blanks and then he nods really hard and goes, "Yeah, I love him."
All right, you are a better man than I. All right.
Make a strength
Well, we knew
check,
that from the
please,
beginning.
Ollie.
Jack.
Athletics.
Oh.
I think you still under the effects of the meat of that last sentence.
Does Sunny resist being picked up by Ollie?
No, because I want to see if Ollie can actually manage this.
You
How much weight can Ollie bench press?
I think
God only knows.
standard is like a certain amount times by your strength score, or something. I focus less on those exact wordings. What I will say is that Ollie wraps his arms around one of Sunny's legs. The thighs pump, and Sunny feels both of his feet leave the ground for about a centimeter for a second.
Oh yeah.
And then both of you are falling onto your faces on the floor.
Okay, and I'm gonna pop up and I'm gonna go, "Ah, did you see that, buddy? Did you see that?"
Yeah, but I
And
also
I'm gonna-
beat you in arm wrestling once, so I think your strength is pretty subjective.
Whoa.
Performance check.
So congratulations, Ollie. You just managed to lift, and I'm going to need somebody else to add these two numbers together. 481 pounds plus an additional 63 pounds.
About 50
I am
for
broken.
540 pounds.
There you go.
It's 544,
yeah.
I think.
Nice.
Make sure Sunny isn't on top when you fall to the floor, because otherwise we're going to need another Ollie.
The results may have been awful, but Ollie's execution was sterling.
Oh, the strangest character death.
So how did your character die? I picked up a turtle and fell backwards.
Got pinned.
Fucking lucky I didn't roll a bludgeoning damage for you to get smacked to the ground.
Oh yeah. All right. Yeah, you probably shouldn't try that, buddy. Only the very strongest. And oh my god, my back.
Was there any like audible like cracks or pops at all?
Yes.
Oh, I'm just gonna
One of
limp.
the tiles is now also a bit cracked from the impact.
Do you have anything cold? Let me just. There's a back door here, right? Can I get to the lake? Is that? Oh god, it's a window. Oh, okay.
Window.
Okay. I'm gonna try and crawl through it.
You can't climb through the window. It does not open.
Oh god. There's no ventilation in this kitchen. Okay.
There's an OSHA violation.
What about this window?
None of the windows here open. That is not a technology that they have.
Oh my god. Oh, no fireballs in here, man. Okay. Whoa.
Nice,
Ollie's going
walk.
for a nice soak in the lake.
Oh, they're so funny. I think they're the funniest person that I know.
Oh my god, are you just still answering use questions?
What a dead room.
Like, genuinely, is this Arazid getting around to answering Yi's question?
I think that was just a general comment,
Fair.
laughing at the schadenfreude of the situation.
Ollie, when you limp and or roll to the lake, before you are able to enter it, a rather large bipedal crow. I guess all crows are bipedal. They got those little Legos. A crow,
Yeah.
but a humanoid-looking crow appears from one of the trees nearby. It opens a mouth, and without moving the mouth, from inside the sound is produced. 1 gold for use per day.
Holy crap. Where do you think we are? This is just like that, what is it? That Loch Mond? What is this? Does every water body come with a price?
What? You see water looking all bountiful, do you?
You see what? Looking all bountiful. Can you not see that I am in pain?
Another voice comes out of the mouth. Idiot says what?
The funny thing is, Sunny has already walked through this lake. It's turtle flavoured now. And they didn't charge him then.
Alright. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna reach into my fanny pack. Yeah, I got a fanny pack.
Because bitch,
pull out
I know
1
how
gold.
much money you got on you.
I'm gonna throw it to the bird-beaked ass bipedal crow motherfucker.
50 points if you can get it down the throat.
No, I'm not aiming for the throat. That's disgusting. Cruel.
Well, technically it'd be the esophagus.
Yeah. Okay.
Either way, the bird-brained individual snatches it out of the air.
Hey, are you one of those bottom lake booty sirens or whatever?
The mouth opens and a chorus of voices come out. Bottom lake sirens, yes.
God, they have a ringtone.
That was very musical. Alright, do you have some free time?
It cocks its head to the side.
Okay, I'm just gonna slip in the lake here. Oh god. Do not wait. Do not lift beyond your limit, buddy. Just don't do it, you know. Oh god.
The bird opens its mouth again. Idiot says what?
Idiot said that, and you should knock it. You should write that down, or log it away, so you're not an idiot like me one day. Anyways,
You're not an idiot like me one day.
wow, that was really good. You've got a real talent there. Maybe you could use it. Maybe you could use it to be useful. I don't know. So, anyways. Tell me, what's the whole deal with you bottom lake sirens? I'm sorry, I forgot your ringtone already. Are you guys just about having fun? Do you have any purpose? What's your manifesto? Give it to me. I'm just relaxing here. So, if you feel the need to entertain me, I could give you another gold.
It responds, 1 gold for entry each day.
All right, great. Well, we've already kind of clarified that. So, how much gold for you to tell me your deal? Unless your deal is just that you're hanging here by the lake and asking people for gold, in which case you're incredibly boring and you can leave me alone.
Idiot says what?
Idiot said that. Idiot said that. So could you respond in a way that's useful?
There is a hollow chuckle.
That's creepy.
Back in the tavern. What are the rest of y'all doing?
Once again, the player is trying to recover from a conversation they just overheard.
He's just sitting here. He's waiting for evening. Or for the event.
Just standing there, menacingly. Arazid? Solas?
He's gonna sit down next to Solas.
Sydney's going to go look at pretty colours.
Take drugs, got it.
Cast Detect Magic, and then sit among glowing curtains.
You still use up spell slots when you ritual cast, right?
Nope.
No.
That's why it takes 10 minutes to cast.
That's
Yep.
a fair balance, I guess. Only so many minutes in the day.
I can cast this in combat! Okay, just give me 10 minutes!
It would be a
What?
combat that would take more sessions than I think we've played thus far.
Yep, that's the trade-off.
In another D&D game that I'm a player in, we had a single combat that went for 2.5 sessions. In total,
Wow.
it was about 90 seconds of in-game time.
Yeah, so a minute, 10 minutes would be 100 rounds of combat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
have fun casting that. It's amazing how many spells that are actually like silence. It has combat potential, but it's also a ritual spell.
Imagine casting that on Rengar next time they begin performing.
If you was a wizard, this would be very funny.
Yeah, you just start dancing along. It looks like you're dancing along to the music, and then suddenly they go quiet.
It's like the other day when I was DMing and I didn't realise my mic was off. Yeah, that happened. Sorry. So Arazid pulls up a chair next to Solas, who is doing what?
Not much, honestly. It's like he's at the point where the thing that needs to be done can't really be done without doing stupid shit. And while Solas is a very stupid person, at least in terms of actions, doesn't want to fuck this entire town over yet. So very much in a state of, well, what the fuck do I do?
At some point, Vanguard will offer some breakfast to you.
Gonna look over, say, fuck it, why not?
You can have vegetarian or normal.
The difference?
One is meat, one is bread. And
Wow, options.
yeah, the bread doesn't make you spill your guts out.
You know what, I'm looking for some fun, give me the meat.
How would you like it cooked? Barely, fairly, or too much?
Yeah, it surprised me. I don't give a shit. They probably cook. I'll probably end up eating it myself anyway if it's too cooked enough.
Fair enough. You get a barely cooked piece of meat back.
Cool. Once it sits down on the table, Solas just kind of looks around at everyone that's nearby, and then juice flame, causing his entire hand to set on fire, and he just puts his hand on top of it and kind of just kind of hovers his hand above and just carefully cooks the top of it
That's
with
brilliant.
a raw flame.
As you take your hand away, the piece of meat underneath inexplicably has parallel straight lines of a darker meat on top now.
Nice.
It looks like it's been char grilled, basically.
Nice.
I don't recommend this, man. You know, I thought that I was just gonna have some Nakan level epiphany, and that's why I did this. But honestly, nothing's coming to me. I'm not really getting anything that I didn't already know about myself.
Yeah, well, I mean, Solas is already like halfway through eating it. It's pretty fun. Seems like it could cause some interesting events. I'm bored as fuck right now, so.
Constitution save.
Ask him how he really feels about Dune.
No.
Is able to resist the effects of the meat if he so chooses to.
Would he, though?
That is the thing I realised after asking you to make the roll. Would he, though? Only
I don't think he would. I don't think he would. He's bored as shit.
Well, y'all see Solas chowing down on this here meat. You see him being very open to what's about to happen, even knowing it's going to happen. Get your questions ready.
He just kind of like turns his chair slightly to like face as he cracks a smile.
So I just want to clarify before this happens. Is this following the rules of Zone of Truth?
Yes.
So I can just not answer.
I mean, if that is a thing that that Solas would think to do, then yes.
Yeah, because Zone of Truth just means...
Would he know that how that spell works?
True. That is true.
And would he, you know... Like, out of game, yes, this is basically a Zone of Truth spell made into meat, but yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, that's cool. Just want to check.
Cool.
Okay.
So you turns back in his
So, I have a question that might be kind of personal.
Hmm?
Like, do you wait? Do you consider me a friend? Like, are we close?
Do you really have to answer that? I feel like it should be blatantly obvious at this point. Like, I treat you the same as everyone except you. And I consider everyone except you a good friend. So,
I almost had a heart attack, and then I remember his name. Oh, don't do that to me, so.
Yep.
oh, but it's like, oh, fuck him even more. Okay.
It's not my fault I was given this name, now is it?
Like, imagine, like, Arazid's face, like, he looks heartbroken for a second, and then he shakes his head and goes, oh, right.
Oh, you.
The thing, you guys don't know where you got his name from. But now is not the time to ask, because his zone of truth is worn out.
Wait, we don't know where we got Yu's name from.
Where
Yeah, you could have
got
asked
his
you.
name.
Yeah.
There's that
I
from-
just assumed that it was like, you know, his name. Hell,
So,
I mean, Sunny just assumes everyone just takes the name they want. It's what he's been doing the entire game.
Fair. So, yes.
I know you don't trust me, however, if it was between me still being useful or killing me, what would you do?
That's a hard question. I mean, it depends on the situation. Like, if you were almost dead, then I would just fucking run. You're expendable as shit to me. But if you were like still up and running, still like able to fight, then I would still probably run. But if you looked like you were winning, I would come back.
The things that I've done thus far and everything, do you consider things suspicious?
I don't consider it suspicious. I just consider you an asshole.
Good. And do you know why? Whenever, put the drop of your blood on my blade, why it would have had that reaction?
Oh, right, you weren't there for that. Or that, or... Shit, you don't know, do you?
Know about what?
Oh yeah, son of a god, by the way. So...
Oh. I mean, that still doesn't... does your blood normally boil on people's weapons?
I mean... People you see have eyes like mine. My eyes are literally like the fucking sun. Like...
Yeah, and I have orange eyes too.
Does he?
Okay, look. I don't even know what the fuck I am. Fun fact, I didn't even know what my mother was until like 2 weeks ago, which was fucking incredible. But... yeah, shit's weird, man. It's a new journey every day, and I just roll with it. Because I'm fucking weird, and so is this world.
Alright. Now that we know what this meat does, I think it's only fair. He kind of looks over. Is there any left anywheres?
Oh, really? That's it?
Um,
You're gonna end my excitement like this? Fine, fuck you.
Oh no, this might even be potentially more exciting for you. Hand me a piece of that.
Well, if you know, this thing's easy as hell to resist. Like, I could easily have done it, but I just chose not to because I just wanted some fun.
Okay, haha, we get it. You're such a big, brave man. You can do whatever you want. Cool, whatever.
Oh no, I'm not saying like that. I'm just like
Like I said, hand me a piece of this. Let's make this really fun.
magic's such an elementary thing. I don't like people trying to so complex.
Still
Come
some left
on,
on
you.
your plate.
I don't know if you knew this, but I couldn't resist it at all.
You's gonna try and find some of this meat again and eat some.
Yep, he is able to locate. Do you want to resist?
He's going to attempt to, but like not make like any obvious things. He fails.
Oh, buddy!
Oh, if people are eating more meat, screw it. I mean, wait, they walk outside of the thing, or are they still inside the thing?
You would have spotted Rengar exiting the tavern, picking off some more of the like hanging, drying meat and walking back inside. So Sunny might be able to put two and two together, as might Ollie.
Why not?
Depends on if Ollie will see these things or is just a bit too full of like her lacustrine angst.
Oh yeah, Ollie's just fucking just trying to have a conversation with this annoying ass bird.
So you now is he's eating some and just kind of looks. So, anything you want to ask?
Solas turns around. Do you know he is still affected by the meat, most likely. He just stares you right in the eyes. I want the names of your parents, previous employers, and anyone who may be suspicious to any of us right now.
Don't know
Sunny
my
ordered
mother.
meat.
Was never told. Give me a second here. I gotta go find.
His name is,
Gotta go scroll back through
his name is
DMs to get.
Nafaru.
Nafaru Kanda was my father. What was the question again? Sorry, just out of character so I know how far to go.
Parents, previous employers, and anyone else who may be suspicious to any of us.
Previous employers, a lot of them. God, I think I've done some work for people in and around Naban. I honestly forget names. Some of the nobles. Names I forget. And then he just closes his mouth and looks at you.
Alright, fuck you too. So, okay. Okay.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Why are you mean to people? I know you don't owe anyone kindness.
I care only about myself. I don't care about anybody else. The way I was brought up made me see the world as it's me against the world, and I'm going to take it for a ride, and everybody in it is against me, so I'm going to take them for rides too.
Okay, Sunny wants to buy an extra piece of the meat and is going to see if they can get Ollie to eat it. This is too good.
Yep. If you were to call them, Vengar would come. And
Two orders of meat.
They would.
Two orders of fun meat. Anti-mystery meat.
They'll take your money. Have I said how much these plates cost? It's 2 silver.
No, I think we have a tab going at this point.
Look, you put down 4 gold. I think we're good for a little bit.
Right, good point. Then Vengar will not ask for money from Sunny, but will go away sear off 2 chunks, like kind of like steak-looking sized chunks of meat, and return with them on a plate.
Might be the best way to do this. Yeah, screw it. Actually, the easiest way to do this would be to go grab Ollie and just demonstrate how you pick someone up and carry them.
Okay, Ollie's ready for it.
Does anyone else have any immediate questions for anyone that's under a truth meat?
Yes. But I can't ask them.
You might want to write
Right.
them down because
Study's on the way!
Basically, does Arazid, Solas, or you have any questions for one another that you really want to ask right now? Because otherwise, I'm going to end the session here.
I got nothing.
Okay. Lovely. Well, in that
No,
case,
you's fine.
it has been wonderful sharing all of these lovely secrets, and we'll end it there for this week.